Hi, Leo. This is your reading for the week of April 27th, or when you hear it and it resonates. So, Leo, the first thing I want to say is, as I'm tuning in and asking for the message that is going to be most helpful for the highest good of the collective of Leo, what I see gathering is this beautiful purpley violet energy just coming in the midst of this dark void, this energy gathering. And that means a few things for me in this case. What it's really feeling is though this is spirit coming in to really support you in the transition as you're using the many strong and extremely powerful energy that you have as a Leo to take that to the next level in terms of consciousness and how that power and that fiery energy can be used. And they're supporting and using it. So first off, we know we can always say, yes, okay, Leos have strong egos. Yes, they like attention. Yes, 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 yes. Well, that's all part of fire and nothing to be ashamed of. You are a fiery sign. So these qualities are going to be there for you. How is that helpful in the world and what's coming up? And why is it important to look at things and let go of things that might be holding you back from using that powerful fiery energy in the most aligned ways, in the ways that are aligned with your true essence, and also for the benefit of mankind, humankind, worldkind? The thing, Leo, is because you do have a very strong ego, when there are things that have been not resolved for you, that have been hurtful, it can create a kind of defended ego. And a defended ego is very much in alignment with the wound. It's not typically putting you in alignment with your higher self, because if you were in alignment with your higher self, you would be able to, I'm going to just qualify that. Can you say that a little? Okay. When we are in trauma response to things, defended, contracted disposition, which is one of the ways I see you, we're basically operating from whatever part of our ego has been wounded. And if we're operating from that part, we continue to act as a wounded person. And if we're acting as a wounded person, we're acting as a defended person. The thing about fire is when it's in a balanced state, it's not defended like that. It is strong, it's powerful, it has boundaries, it creates cooperation. It's assertive, not aggressive. And the thing about aggression, it doesn't have to look aggressive. You can attack people with a smile, you can attack people with a backhanded compliment. There's so many different, you can attack people in a way by refusing to see them, by not accepting them. So what you're really doing here is you're being asked to look at, where do you feel your best option is to attack or push back or deny? When have you been not able to let go of a hurt or a grudge that you've carried for however long? And look at what the theme of that is. If it's about you, what that grudge is, what that wound is, how has that tracked you throughout your life in other different relationships? Because it does tend to do that for all of us, right? So you're being told here, look at areas where you felt either attacked or where you did an attack, a silent attack. In order to be able to understand what the core memory might be with that, what the frequency is with that, what the feeling quality to that frequency is. Because what you're being told here is you've got the quantum leap of faith, and you have got spirit here saying, Leo, this is really your opportunity. Because the thing is, we want you happy, right? We don't just want Leos who are going to be working, taking care of things, and not allowing themselves to really feel the beauty of that power that is loving and expansive in its balanced state. Fire creates cooperation. It's passionate. It wants win-win situations. It's able to communicate, and it's able to do that because there's a sense of centering and trust within themselves. So this is what they're telling you is what you can do is really lean into the idea that there is, I'm just going to read you, the quantum leap of faith. This means that beyond logical expectation, beyond the linear projections of our minds, there is a place of free fall. Here you trust that what feels like leaping into the unknown void is really sailing on the winds of the infinite, unlimited benevolence, which will guide you wisely to your best and most graceful landing. But the thing is, here we go. Because you have very, very strong egos, because you lean into your ego as really a part of what your power is and your strength is. When you have weak parts of that ego, it's sometimes difficult for you to see it because your tendency is to, I'm Leo. But no, I'm Leo. I'm Leo. Standing like a superhero. That is a Leo who is no longer troubled by past hurts and no longer has to hold grudges. And this, you can see, I understand now why they're coming in with this real sense of real loving support for you, because you are going to be, that's the quality of energy we need. We need forward moving energy. We need energy. We need that momentum. We're going to need this energy as the world is rebuilding itself and rebuilding itself along the lines of alignment with higher consciousness. You need to be at least intending and aiming for that in yourselves in order to be able to carry that and share it with the world. And what they're saying here is one of the ways for you to do it is to be grateful, because sometimes when we're like this about something, we're only seeing what was bad or we're only seeing the negative. Instead, what we can do is we can also decide we're going to look at this and we're going to say, you know what? I'm going to just allow myself to be in this positive gratitude energy. It's not denying the hurt or whatever the past was or whatever the issue is. I'm going to be grateful for the parts of my character that are stronger than the hurt. I'm going to be grateful for the possibility of change. I'm going to be grateful for the fact that I'm going to know myself as even more powerful and stronger and grounded and loved and loving, because that is my intention. I'm ready now because you have the power to do it. You are very strong. Just don't mistake the strength of your ego for being the source of your power, because the source of your power is your true essence, and that is what Spirit is here supporting you to move into. So if there is anything in there, again, it's not a criticism. We all have these things. Your power really comes when you're able to look at those aspects of yourself without shame and without being defended, where you don't have to justify them, and where you're able to just say, you know what? It's not making me happy. What would? Because the thing is, Leo, you do have big hearts, and you don't want to feel sad, but you also don't want to feel like you're carrying a grudge, because that doesn't feel good either, right? The reason you're protected or defended is because you haven't been happy, you've been hurt, and you want to be happy. But being happy doesn't mean carrying the grudge. Happiness comes when you're able to let go of that. So clear and clean, gratitude is an energy to help open you up, intention, and really, really please do your best to allow your head and your heart to talk to each other and be the defining factor, not just this, because this is a hurt heart, not an open heart. This is a defended ego, not a strong ego. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that, Leo. I hope this is helpful. Much love to you.